Welcome to Seaquaria Ocean Education, a Canadian nonprofit educating youth about Pacific Northwest aquatic ecosystems. Each video we explore the amazing intertidal life of the Salish Sea. Join us as we try new activities, speak with experts in the field, and learn about what's in our ocean backyard on southern Vancouver Island. Enjoy today's video!
Welcome to Intertidal Safari. My name is Maya.
And I'm Yuko.
And we are Seaquarists at Seaquaria Ocean Education.
Today we are at Botanical Beach in Port Renfrew on Vancouver Island.
Today we're going to be experiencing a 0.4 meter tide, and we're going to explore some tide pools.
Let's get going!
We hope you enjoy! The great thing about tide pools is you don't even have to come all the way out to Botanical Beach to see them. As cool as it is here, it is a pretty far drive from Victoria. But that being said, if you can make it out here, we highly recommend it. Pretty much any rocky intertidal beach is going to have a tide pool of some kind. Usually they're going to be between rocks or cut into sandstone. And depending on the topography, you might have only one tide pool or you might have many. Keep in mind that even the smallest tide pool is probably home to life. There's plenty of tiny periwinkle snails, hermit crabs, and different low-lying algae that live in these tide pools. So if you do go and visit them, remember that you're a visitor and that you should be respectful of their home. Tide pools are really interesting ecosystems because the animals that live in them often spend their entire lives in that same tide pool. Think of any barnacles, mussels, sea urchins, even limpets and chitons. Anything that is staying there or growing up there is going to be there for a really long time. When the tide comes in, they get fresh seawater with oxygen and nutrients, and when the tide goes out, the tide pool can actually warm up to be as warm as 17 or 18 degrees. So the animals that live here are really, really hardy creatures.
What I have here is seagrass. So these are actually not algae, but they are vascular plants. So think of land plants where they have a root system and a shoot system and leaves. So seagrass are another very important nursery species. They grow in large forests like the one right behind me here, and they provide shelter for a diverse set of animals.
When you're at the beach, you want to make sure that you take a look for limpets. They're usually pretty well camouflaged, but they're all over the rocks. So these guys here are actually animals, and they're related to snails, chitons, and other mollusks. Botanical Beach is an excellent place to go see some tide pools because of the cool sandstone rock formations that are here. Basically, a tide pool forms as a depression in the rock, and because sandstone is such a soft stone, there's some really gorgeous tide pools with lots of life that's been captured inside as each tide goes out. When you come here, make sure that you look carefully where you step because the tide pools can sometimes sneak up on you.
And here we have the famous Urchin Hotel or Urchin Condo. I will be interviewing them to see what their experience is like living in this wonderful, wonderful establishment. Hello, can you please describe your experience living in the Urchin Hotels? Oh, that's wonderful. Can you describe a little bit more about what do you mean about being stuck? I see. Well, I hope you managed to burrow your way out then. Thank you for the interview.
Tide pools come in all shapes and sizes. Some are really shallow and basically just look like a bed of oysters or mussels or gooseneck barnacles. Some are really deep, and that's where you can get things like sea urchin hotels like you can see on the footage here. Thank you for watching episode 4 of Intertidal Safari, exploring tide pools.
We hope you enjoy and stay tuned for episode 5, where we continue to explore the middle intertidal zone.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching today's video, and thank you to all of our donors and supporters for making the work we do possible. If you would like to donate to Seaquaria Ocean Education or wish to download free activities and lesson plans, please visit our website at seaquaria.org. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. See you next time!